Paperboy News here to deliver y'all that daily report. Now shout outs to Real Tune TV. He had OG Percy, who's an OG from Hoover out there in Texas. Now I guess they got different fractions of Hoover out there, and according to Real Tune TV, the Hoover Crip gangsters is going at it with the Hoover gangster Crips. Now when Tune asked some LA Hoovers how do they feel about the Hoovers beefing it out there in Texas, they replied back by saying that's a bunch of nonsense.
In the Texas penal system, there's a war between HGC, that stands for Hoover Gangster Crip, and HCG, which stands for Hoover Crip Gang. What do y'all think of this feud between the Five Deuce Hoover set in Texas?
First of all, that's some nonsense right there. I ain't never heard of no bullshit. That's some straight bullshit. Dead home.
Now the LA Hoover said before we was even born, the Hoovers politics was already established. And can't nobody, including Percy and the Texas Hoovers, change that. And he said the fact that they got the Hoover gangster Crips going at it with the Hoover Crip gangsters, they should stop banging because they're pissing them off.
What I gotta say before I pass the mic to my bro on Hoover, like what niggas know is the script is like Big Bro said, the script is the script. It's been the script before us, before all of that on the dead homies, you feel me? So we not changing nothing, can't shit change on the dead homies, like the homie said, y'all can go bang something else. But cause that just pissed me off on Hoover. But Hoover come before all of everything and everything. Hoover come before a Crip, it come before a gangster, it come before a criminal. Hoover is first, you know what I'm saying? That's what niggas to understand that, you feel me? So ain't no way a nigga Hoover to beefing with Hoover because they switched the letters around.
Now Tune asked Percy how does he feel about the LA Hoovers giving the Texas Hoovers backlash. Now I'm not gonna lie, even though Percy's from Texas, he gave the dumbest response and he said, I'm not gonna speak on LA speaking on us because I didn't get my Crippin influence from them. But you banging Hoover, which is an LA set. That actually started on Hoover Street, which is located in Los Angeles. Now Percy said not only did I not get my Crippin influence from Los Angeles, but they got their Crippin influence from us. Now the reason why Percy said that is because he said Tookie Williams was born in Louisiana, which is in the South. And even though he started Crippin out there in Los Angeles, at the end of the day, he wasn't originally from there. And he said with that being said, even though LA made it popular for gangbanging, at the end of the day, it all started in the South. Now this is how you could tell Percy don't be doing his background check or his research. Because Tookie didn't start the Crips, Raymond Washington did. Now Percy told the LA Hoovers, as far as you guys saying there ain't no HGC, if y'all really believe that, come out here to Houston, Texas to say that. Now Percy said unlike the LA Hoovers, we not orange and blue, we blue and gold. Now Percy said unlike other states that pick up LA gangs, we deep over here so we don't have to politic with them. Now if you guys can remember, Crip Max said he was from Rolling 60s out there in Texas, and the reason why he stopped banging Rolling 60s out there is because when he came out here to LA, he found out that the Rolling 60s and the Hoovers don't get along. But he said out there in Texas, the Hoovers and the Rolling 60s was buddy kicking it over there. Now Percy said the reason why we don't listen to LA politics is because Hoovers out here in Texas, we run free like renegades. And he said unlike LA, we didn't have no OGs that raised us. Well, it sounds like y'all needed one, because to have a Hoover gangster Crip and a Hoover Crip gang out there in Texas and then they beefing it with each other, that's why they didn't have no guidance. Now I stopped watching Percy's interview because at the end of the day, he didn't make no sense. But y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in that comment section. Paperboy News stand. Y'all be safe and stay dangerous out there.